All right. Welcome everybody. How you guys doing? Good to see you guys. All right. Welcome. All right, guys. We got people, a lot more people, I'm sure, lagging in here. That have 50 people yesterday. It was awesome. So, yeah, turn on your camera. Let's go. Okay. Let's go. What is your biggest aha you got from yesterday? Good to see you guys. All right. Hey, Joey. All right. Jai, Raji, Heath. Let's make it happen. The three H's. What are the three H's, guys? Anybody remember? That's right. Three H's. Love three H's. Hospitals, highways, and hotels. That's right. Good job, Joey. Yes. Hmm. Anybody did that homework? Short term versus midterm. Man, what are some good things about midterm and corporate housing versus short term? Corporate and more money, less headache. Amen to that. Yeah. Right, yeah. I mean, please change my name to Carrie. All right, Carrie. See you. There you go. Corporate more money, less headache. Amen to that. Yeah. So our homework where we wanted to look at your property, look at your area, right? Anybody did some research in the area and find some deals? I'd love to analyze it for you and tell you if it's a good deal, bad deal as well. Okay. And for those that join, please turn on your camera. I want to see you. The more you participate, the more I can give you, right? All right. Adrian, Adrian. Remember. Oh, Adrian. We got Adrian just joined. That's interesting. Y'all related? Yo, Adrian. What's up, Keith? Good to see you, sir. How are you? Good to see you. Were you here yesterday? Oh man, you were? Okay, good. Anybody do any homework yesterday? Find some deals, get some look at some areas, analyze some deals for you. While you do that, also put down your why, guys. What is your biggest why? Okay. What is your biggest why? Why are you doing all this? You know? Netflix is a lot more entertaining while you're here. Right? So I'm not as entertaining as Netflix, all right. So why am I here? Yeah, when you put that down, I'm gonna share you with this. This is my mission here is to have 1 million. So after I got my pretty much like retire long time ago and traveled the world for a couple years, I'm like, what's the purpose of my life, God? And I sat on the beach one time and he just shared with me his, hey, you and your family are taken care of. Now it's time to help other people. So my one mission, my life purpose now, my true passion is to help people take the steps to get financial freedom, to help 1 million families get absolute freedom. I'm not talking about just money freedom, not just financial freedom. I'm talking about time freedom, relationship freedom, location freedom. So are you ready to be one of those families? Right. Break generational curses and build generational wealth. Who would you want to be one of those families? Right? That's what I'm talking about. That's got me up and running. That's got me excited. That's got me working all day and night, even though I don't have to. I love to because It's not what you get, it's who you become in the process, right? And to see the lives that we change every single day in our community, definitely a humbling experience as an immigrant, come over here with absolutely no English, no connection, grow up in the ghetto, to be able to be here and to hang out with you guys and also to learn from the biggest billionaire circles I've been around, you know, Tony Robbins, either I was on his yacht with Grant Cardone, his top level executive with Tony Robbins and his home with his top platinum partner. There's only 1,000 of us around the world. And it's humbling experience. The average net worth people there is like 20, 30 million. And or play chess with Sir Richard Branson at his island worth over $200 million, right? Or go on stage with Russell Brunson and collect a two comma club, you know. So that means that we have got over millions of dollars in helping people. People actually pay us that to do it. And it's very, very humbling because, as you know, I grew up with absolutely nothing. So anyway, it's about breaking generational curses, breaking limiting belief, right? 80% of success is mindset. 80% of success is mindset. Tony Robbins will tell you that. I learned that from him, right? So there's a ton of limiting belief. So tonight, all I ask for is this for you. If all this did is to give you the freedom lifestyle, would it worth it to learn the skill set? You got to answer that, right? We help hundreds of people just like you travel around the world, make six figure within 6 months. You don't need any experience. You don't need any property. You don't need any employees. You really don't need anything except for the burning desire. Like you got to have a burning desire. That's the only requirement. How many here got burning desire, your dreams, your goal? I know you do, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Okay, so pat yourself on the back for being here tonight. You know, I know there's the holidays, a lot of things going on, government shutdown, all of that. It could be a million places, but you chose to be here. Why? Because your dreams is more important than anything else, right? And I respect you from bottom of my heart because you show up. That's 80% success is just showing up, guys, in the right place at the right time with the right people. That's it. Okay. If all this did is to give you the skill set to earn six figures, multiple six figures you want in the next 6 months, and it's passive, not just anybody can earn six figures, okay? But when it become where you work only a few hours a week with absolute freedom, travel around the world, do whatever you want to do, that is very rare to find in any kind of business, especially in today's economy, right? So this absolutely work. Been working for a long time, real estate, always be here, always gonna be here. But the new thing, the last 10 years, you're able to get absolute freedom because of technology, right? Because of the cell phone, because of all this stuff, all the algorithm, AI, and all this stuff. So be very grateful, guys, that we are in this day of age where literally my students and I will literally travel around the world while making money in our sleep and manage everything on our phone, a few minutes here, a few minutes there. How many are like that lifestyle, right? If all this did is to give you the freedom, the time, the life to spend with your loved one, to live a passion and purposeful lifestyle, will be worth it to do it. To do it for them. Okay. This is my better half, my lovely wife. She's a nurse for 15 years, and nothing made me happier than literally taking care of her, spoil her, right? This is us in Paris at the Olympics last year. And after that, we stopped at Santorini. The Olympic in Paris only happened once every 100 years, guys. Literally once in a lifetime experience, right? And then Santorini was an amazing experience too. And we decided to do all of that last minute. That's the power, the freedom that I'm talking about. And how long do we stay? However long we like. Okay. Like, and then after that, after a few months later, we went to Costa Rica and we booked a one-way ticket to Costa Rica. And that's how we travel. Basically, we're gonna go there and then we see how long we like it, how long we're gonna stay. That's true freedom. Okay. So whoever you are following or at your work or at wherever, who's ever your mentor, can they do that? They probably make more money than us. If me, that's okay. I don't care. It's not about the money, right? But can they just take off for 3 months? You know, get off grid if you want, and still be able to have an amazing lifestyle with their loved one, right? That's the power of this business. I will go over that into that with you, okay? All right. Okay. The other thing, put your credit card away. Nothing to sell today's pitch, nothing that, okay? The only offer I'm giving you is some more free stuff. How many like that? Okay. How many want to book a free consultation call with me? Okay. One-on-one, 1 hour long, worth over $3,000. I have people pay me that for now my time. But because you are my loyal followers and you show up at Thanksgiving, I set aside yesterday we're definitely packed. We had 5 spots yesterday and they all just fill up. So I opened up about 3 more spots for today. So the link's in the chat. That's the only thing I'm going to offer you is to want to help you book the call and take the next step. That's it. Okay. And then see if we align. And if we don't align, then I will give you some free advice on that call and we're good to go. But if you want to learn more about what we do, how you can be a part of the community, how do the mentorship work and all of that, then I will share with you. That's all. And we don't just accept anybody within our community as well. We want to make sure it's a good fit alignment for us as well. So 3 things we look for our community. Number one is being coachable. Number two, have a positive attitude, right? Number three is being a giver, not just a taker, right? Because I mean, if you have Michael Jordan level talent, but if you're not coachable, I can't help you, right? So all I ask for is being coachable, okay? Is it anybody? Can y'all be coachable and transparent? Okay, good. And then positive attitude, no negativity allowed, right? So that's the main key, Put out in the chat some positivity, some good vibe, help other people, encourage other people. I know that things are very tough for a lot of people out there, There's a lot of people in here too, big time. I know, I understand the government is the longest shutdown we ever had. And but it could be a blessing in disguise because finally some people are waking up to the fact that there is no more job security, right? There is no more job security whatsoever, even if you work for the government, even you're in the military, doesn't matter, right? The only security you have is your ability to perform. You get it? And then the holy grail to financial freedom. What's the holy grail to financial freedom, guys? Put down in the chat. Holy grail to financial freedom. I'm gonna test you guys. Somebody pay attention from yesterday or not. All right, Mike. The holy grail to financial freedom, guys. What is that? What do you guys think? All right, let's go. So some people think it's yes, residual income. Exactly, Keith, you got it. Good job, good job. Good job. All right, yes, multiple sources of income backed up by real estate. That is right. That is correct. People think it's, could be a business, could be a property, could be a whatever, right? Your job obviously not. Okay. It's multiple sources of income backed up by real estate. Why? Okay, imagine you losing your job tomorrow or losing your business tomorrow. What are you gonna do? Who's gonna take care of your family? Right? If your job or your business, whatever, is 80% of most of your income, you gotta think that seriously, right? One wrong turn in the economy and or whatever, like this past shutdown, people can't even do anything anymore, right? So the hallway is to forget everything we do here and go back and obviously, work a regular job or put it even in the stock market and all of that. And look at that. 2.5 million, you need $2.5 million in the stock market to make 10,000 a month. How many in here, how long will it take for you to save $2.5 million at your current saving rate, right? You let me know. Okay. Actually, you don't need to let me know. Just think about yourself. Okay. Even when I was a pharmacist, it was like never. You kidding me? Save $2.5 million, you know? Even it would take like, even I did it fast, it's at least 20, 30 years. Who want to wait another 20, 30 years? Okay. Nobody, right? Or the easy way is just do this a few hours a week and build six figures and enjoy freedom the rest of your life. Literally in the next 36 months. Okay. Right? The best investment you can make is in yourself. That's Warren Buffett, the greatest investor of all time, pretty much, right? Not a lot of people know about this, but Warren Buffett, people ask him, yeah, what the best investment? And they were like, they think he's gonna be saying like, oh, this big stock or this big company he bought, blah, blah, blah. He said the best investment was actually two courses that he took in the beginning of his career. Benjamin, the course on investing. I think it's Benjamin Franklin or Benjamin, yeah, I think it's Benjamin Franklin. And then the other one is Andrew Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Is that surprising? Two courses, two seminars, two people that he looked up to, and he went to class. He went to learn, and he said both of them, half of it of the investing is both of those account for all everything he knows, like give him the start. Okay, the investing side, yeah, he need that half, but how to win friends, influence people, he need the other half. You see, so one course 50% of his income, 50% of his net worth. He worth like $100 billion now. So each of those courses over time they pay him over $50 billion each. You get it? Is that crazy return? There's no better return than investing in yourself. So I want to applaud you guys for investing in yourself to be here today. Okay. All right. We're gonna jump into it. All right, mistake you will make when you leave here. Number one, not knowing the market. So we're gonna make sure we cover that before everybody's gone here. Make sure you know your market. Number two, not knowing which is a good deal or bad deal. So we'll make sure that you're taking care of what is a good deal, what is a bad deal. All right. Going at it alone is not a big mistake. People do. People think that entrepreneurship is a one man, one woman show, or a lone wolf kind of thing. You know, that's not like even an Olympic champion, you can't do nothing great by yourself. You know, even Olympic champion have hundreds of people behind the scene, right? That's why we have the community. We're so much more powerful than just one or two people, right? And we leverage hundreds of our communities and their advice. Okay. The smart people learn from their mistakes, but the wise people learn from other people's mistakes. You got me? So that's why I gather hundreds of my members over the years and I interview every one of them, make sure it's a good fit. We have hundreds of thousands of followers, so I learn from all my followers, everybody. I learn from everybody and everybody. But is it much more powerful if you have 100 people doing the exact same business, learning from each other, growing from each other every single day, giving new ideas every single day, come together and give the best practices? Isn't that better than any one person? I don't care if they are whoever, right? Exactly. You see, that's the key is the community, is the network that we have built for the last 10 years. That is, you cannot replace that with any one thing, any one person. That's the most important thing. You got me? Okay. And then, because why? When people are alone, they don't have accountability. They don't have guidance. They lack motivation, right? Or they think they know it all and they make mistake. One mistake in real estate can cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know that, right? Literally hundreds of thousands of dollars. But it's not just a costly mistake. It's what you could have been making if you didn't lose that 100,000. Y'all did some fix and flip, right? My heart go out to you guys because I know everybody I talk to with fix and flip, they're struggling right now. They can't sell, right? They put hundreds of thousands of dollars into rehab. It's always cost double what they think it's going to cost. They take longer, double the length of time, and now they're stuck with the property. Okay. Why do that when you can do this, right? But hey, timing, there's a reason why we met today. So for one property that you fix and flip, you can do 10 of these arbitrage and make 10 times the income now instead of imagine you go do another fix and flip, you go do another fix and flip. That's what will take you like 10 years before you get there. Everything work out perfectly. But if you lose on a fix and flip or a rehab, that's hundreds of thousands of dollars. You get me? How many hundreds of thousands of dollars can you lose? You see? But with this, hey, if it doesn't work out, here's my 1 month rent, 1 month deposit, move your furniture to the next place, you're good. Right? Or you do zero money down strategy, which I'm going to go over in more detail today, where it doesn't even cost you anything. There's no risk. And hey, if it doesn't work out, it's okay. Let's move on. You get it? It's called asymmetrical risk to reward. That's what we're going to go over yesterday. Or wander around aimlessly for years sourcing corporate clients. I can show you how to do it. It's not rocket science, but you take work, right? If you do it yourself, it takes a lot of work. You got to build these connections, test out all kind of platform, all kind of like we literally test over 1,000 different ways to get corporate clients by now. Not just me, but hundreds of my members. Okay. So if you want to go through that yourself, go for it. Okay. But it's going to take you 10 times longer to 100 times longer and 10 times harder to 100 times harder doing this yourself. So anyway, all right, book a free call. That's all we got. That's the only offer we got to you. Just book the free call.
Leaving my pharmacist career, the
All right,
job
watch this
next
real quick.
month. I'm gonna be drafting my resignation letter. Well, I have other business endeavor as well. So in addition to that, I'm gonna focus on that and then the corporate house.
All right. So actually, let's move on. Let's move straight into the analyzing the market for you guys. Okay. I have hopefully some of my live students, I invite them. Look out for Jen Smith. If she's here, let me know. Or Desi too, or send a message to Desi Ryan. Okay. All right. Who need one more help? All right. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Okay, Joey, found a deal already. Good job, man. Good job. See, that's what I'm talking about. Taking action. Taking action. Action is the key. Action is the key. Okay. All right. So yes, we can. Oh, actually, yeah. Everybody, why don't you put down in the chat what's your areas that you want me to analyze or any deals that you found from yesterday? And actually, that's a good idea. Let's do that while I play this so you guys can have time to put that down. Okay. Let's see this work here. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, Grand Rapids, Michigan / Dallas area. Okay, yeah, we can analyze that. Anybody else? Any other deals? Any other market? Look, we have hundreds and hundreds of testimonials too. For those of you who want to check us out, more testimonials, all of that, drop a link in that for them as well. Okay. All right, let's check out this one.
I'm officially leaving my pharmacist career, the job next month. I'm gonna be drafting my resignation letter. Well, I have other business endeavor as well. So in addition to that, I'm gonna focus on that and then the corporate housing.
That is awesome. How much are you making now?
Well, on average, $20,000. Last month was my biggest month. Of course, I grossed up $50,000.
$50,000, single mom.
Wow.
9 months. 9 months to get there.
How
long did it take you to make a pharmacist? Think about how long it took for you to be where you are at your job. or at your career. For pharmacists, it's 8 years, forever.
We got 2 appointments on Tuesday for 2 houses.
Nice.
And I've made a personal goal to at least get 8 houses before the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do everything I can to beat that number.
That's 20K a month. Let's go.
Started 5 months ago.
This gentleman here is a truck driver, by the way. Nothing fancy. You don't have to be.
And since
Dr.
then, an
Lloyd.
average of one every
Yeah,
month.
yeah.
I'm at 6 right now. Just talked to another landlord last night. Looks like we'll probably sign number 7 here.
7 property in 6 months, clear 6 figure, 12,000 a month. Okay. Sorry about the internet. Well, I'm at really on the beach, so sometimes
That's sweet. It's exciting.
All right. How much are we making with this?
About 12,000 a month.
1,000 a month. Yeah, so peaceful, man. Look at this guy. He's glowing. He got money on his face, man.
I've been doing about 1 a month, but I think in the next 12 months, I want to do 20 in the next 12 months.
I'm a realtor in San Antonio. Life before was good, but life now is great. I started in mid-May or something like that. Got my property in June. Took about 2 weeks, furnished it, launched it. Less than 24 hours after that, I got a booking, and I've been 100% booked ever since.
Let's go. And how much profit are you making on that property per month?
I net about 3K a month from that property.
Yeah, you're not really doing much of anything, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing. The network you provide, man. The tools you provide, people we're around. You teach us so much knowledge, man.
I met Dr. Chau at one of the Tony Robbins events, and he told me about this business. So I decided to take action right away. My wife really loved this idea. It took me about a couple of weeks. I got the place fixed up. It looked good. The first house, I averaged about $7,000 profit.
A month, by the way.
I really like the program. Everything is good. I'm working on my second property. It's just that because I've been doing it for 3 months. So if I would have had 3 houses, I probably would have had another 50K or something in my pocket. It's good money, easy money. You'll be in some beach somewhere and just, getting paid. So that's cool.
I am a student with Dr. Chau's mentorship. We finally got our rentals, our arbitrage, so everything's going good. We got our bookings. And yesterday we joined the elite. Honestly, with this, we get to know everything Dr. Chau knows. We get to be personal friends with him. It's so much like education because the value, it's way more than what he says. And in my opinion, it's the greatest thing that he's going to do for everyone in this room. Thank you, Dr. Chau.
And how old are you?
I'm 15.
Let's go. All right, 15 years old. Who in here get excited about that? If a 15 years old single mom and a truck driver can do it, what's your excuse? Okay, can I be frank direct with you today? All right, isn't it about time? All right, if you have children, get them to learn. I know Keith have like a bunch of children and grandkids here. Get them come on in and learn, and I coach them. Like that's my legacy. I actually give scholarship to all my student children. So you have children, nieces, and nephews, think about them instead of just investing in their college. I'm all about that, right? But the funniest thing is we invest hundreds of thousands of dollars in college, and me too. I was like, hey, sign me up, pharmacy school, 8 years, 400K. Yeah, I move, I sleep in basement, I eat ramen noodles, I go to fast food, eat dollar menu for 8 years. It's okay. I'll do it right away. And then when it's time to investing into myself by hiring a real life mentor, I clam up. I'm talking about myself here, real experience. Okay. After I got my pharmacy, become a pharmacist, after a year of that, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like I look at my mentor who's been there 20 years and I'm like, what am I doing here? So I found a multi-millionaire mentor in real life. And this gentleman is only about a mindset mentor too. He doesn't even know anything about real estate. And he said, give me 1 year and I'll change everything for you. And I was like, okay. He's like, but I was like, okay, so what's the cost? Okay, this is like 10K, which is like 20K now. So I was like, oh crap, I don't know. Okay. And I started thinking, I'm like, didn't I just invested like $400,000 into pharmacy school and like took me 8 years of school, and I just did it like without a thought, like, yeah, and now I'm over here tripping about, and in school learning from somebody who only make 100K trying to be a millionaire. Do you think you can learn how to be a millionaire, have financial freedom from our college professors? I love our professors, but come on, they don't teach you this stuff, right? So I was like, okay, heck with it, I'll do it. Within that 1 year, guys, you know what? I don't know what he did. Well, actually, I do now because a lot of it is mindset, right? A lot of it is just limiting belief and just get better with the way you're thinking. Because the way that I was thinking got me to at that point. In order for me to get many level X up, I got to have adopt a new way of thinking, transformed by the renewing of your mind, right? Like the Bible said. So within that 1 year, I figured out about this business myself. Like just I don't know, it's just all the everything's just plugging together. And after that 1 year, I found out about this business and then skyrocketed. And then within a year later, I retire at 33. 33 years young, retired. And then travel around the world and went on big stages and helping a lot of people, since then. But anyway, I don't know why I tell you that story. Maybe God let me to share that with you, okay, today. Okay, let me go over the deal here. So, everybody give a hand for Joey. Joey was here yesterday and he did his homework and he found a deal. That's the mark of a champion right there. The mark of a champion right there. That's somebody who I know will success. It doesn't matter you watch a hundred of these. If you don't take the action, nothing gonna happen. Okay. So there you go. Let's check this out. Prospect Towers. Okay. First of all, let's analyze the deal. Analyzing the location first. Location, right? So you go on Google Map, you put in the address, and then you want to look for the highway system around there first. Okay. Zoom out, look where all the major highways are at. Okay, we got highways here, highways there. And then you want to look for hospitals and hotels, right? Hospitals and hotels. So this one is near Highway 80 and Highway 95. There's two highway. That's good. You only put in hospitals. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. And then hotels. Put it down to at least put like $100, depending on where you're at. But yeah, $100 or more. You weed out all the motel. Depending on your area too. Yes, so there are a cluster of hotel in here. Why? Why do we go? Why do we search for these things? Anybody remember why the hospital, hotels, and highways important? And then, good. Okay, good. Because they did the research. That's right. That's right, Joey. They put down 100 million to do a hotel, $1 billion to do a hospital. Don't you think they already did that research, right? They probably spent over $1 million in consultation fee to really fine tune the research and everything, right? And then the other bonus from yesterday, I'm giving you today again, is the bonus H that I only share with my students usually. So there you go. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Is healthy grocery store. Healthy grocery store. Whole Food, Trader Joe. You see why all of them is in Manhattan? That's a good area. Right there in Manhattan, right? But outside Manhattan, you have a Whole Food close by to that property that Joey picked. So good job, Joey. Great location, my friends. Great location. You got me? Pass all four the H's. Got next to two highways, a bunch of hotels, got a hospital, and Whole Food. Bomb. Okay, good. Now we got the address. The location is the most important. Why? Why is the location most important, guys? Put down the chat and I know why. Then you will go over to Zillow and look at the deal itself. Okay. Anybody know why location is the most important? Come on, guys. Participate. Wake up. Okay. Let's go. The more you participate, the more you can get out of it, guys. It's for your benefit. Okay. So, okay. So this, why the value, okay, that's maybe, okay, but not quite. But yeah, I can see with the value, the location, right? So yesterday we go over our sweet spots deal. Joey, remember. Now it does work for apartment, but do we want houses or apartment? You couldn't find houses for renting in the area. Okay. I'll help you. I'll help you, Joey. You go in Zillow, put in three, here, let me check it out for you. 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Okay. That's what we're looking for. Houses, not necessarily, not really apartments, guys. Okay. Why? Apartments still work, but it's just a lot of in and out. I mean, a lot of like, neighbors, a lot of HOA. Sometimes they change the ownership and everything change. Now, that doesn't mean that if you already have an apartment or a condo, it wouldn't work for you. Of course it would. But if you're going to expand the business, wouldn't it make sense to expand into a nice house, home, where you can actually make more, right? You can actually make more with the same amount of work. You got me? The bigger the house, the more you're gonna make very much. Okay. So let me search Hackensack. Hackensack, New Jersey. Let's go in Zillow. Hackensack, New Jersey. Click on remove boundaries. 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Aha. Look, Joey. What are these? Okay. Okay, so apartment, but it's more like, oh, this one's a house right here. Yeah, there you go. There's a house. There's another house. You see? There's not that many in specifically in this area, but there are houses. It is New York, New Jersey, so you gotta look close by too, right? And remember, guys, all you need is really one of these, 1 to 2 of these a month, and you get freedom. Remember? 1 or 2 of these, and you get freedom. Okay. Yeah, I show you. This is what you need. I'm gonna go over the zero money down strategy after this. Because a lot of people I know, like they don't have a lot of money. So why not maximize the return, infinite return? This is all you need to get your freedom right here. This is the formula. Month one, remember, do one property, make 2K a month. Month two, you do 2 more, you stack it. Now you're 6K. Month three, you do 2 more. Now you're 10K a month. In 3 months, most people can retire. And if not, then do another 2 a month. By 6 months, you have 22,000 a month. Imagine you guys making 6 months from now, have over 10 property, make you 20 something K a month. You guys be free the rest of your life. How you feel? Okay. You know how long it took? Think about it. How long it took you to get to 10K a month, 6 figure, doing what you are doing right now? Anywhere from at least 5 years to 20 years, right? This take you 3 to 6 months. And this is not one source of income. This is over 12 source of income. So even if like me, I was a pharmacist. I make 6 figures before. But always in my mind, hey, what happened if I lose my license? What happened? One mistake, I lose my job. What happened to my income? All gone. That's one source of income. You get it? Here, you're gonna have 12 sources of income. So even if you lose one house, that's only 7% of your income. You get me? Are you gonna be okay? Are you gonna be okay if instead of making 22,000, you're making 19,000 a month? Is that okay? You see the difference versus oh my God, you make 20,000, you lose your job, you lose government shutdown, you can't even like no, you went from 20,000 to zero. Make sense? So for those of you who only have one or two sources of income, even if you have your own business and it's not backed up by real estate, have a sense of urgency, guys. How long do you guys want to risk your future of your family, the protection, the security of you and your family, right? So have a sense of urgency and get this done. Okay. Now the 2K a month is depending where you're at, right? If you 2K a month on average, if you're in California, you make like 4K a month. New York, New Jersey make more too. Okay. Now if you do co-hosting or management, then you make 1K a month on average. Okay. But no investment, very much. So it's infinite, pretty much infinite return. Okay. Okay. Let me go here. All right. So look, there's several properties here, Joey. Look for the one. Do we want the one with the property owner or do we want management company? Of course, property owner, right? Because we want to go straight to the source. And usually property owner are a lot more creative. They are entrepreneur, so they understand. Yes, Keith, good job. Okay. All right. Let me for other members here too, let's look at other areas like I promised. So let's see, Grand Rapids, Michigan, and Dallas area. Okay. All right, let's go Michigan. Let's go to Michigan. Michigan. Like taking a road trip. That's what I love about this business. You learn new things every day, new areas every day. It's great. All right, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Dallas is a great market. I lived there for over 10 years, have many properties there still, and it's awesome. Okay. Michigan is a good market too. Um, People don't think so a lot of time, but it's awesome for corporate housing, right? Because it's all about producing. Because people don't really come here for vacation, right? Not really, you know. So let's see, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Okay, check it out. Hospitals. Several hospitals there. Okay, good. Okay. Several hospitals around. Let's do hotels. So you want to look for clusters. Look at the big picture, guys. Where are the clusters of hotels going to be, right? There's a cluster here, here, downtown, of course, but you don't want to do downtown. And downtown, a lot of politics, a lot of parking issue, a lot of issues. So trying to just be outside of downtown. So there's a cluster here, 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 here. Okay. Now take it further, healthy grocery store. Healthy grocery store. You see it? So there are a flow of healthy grocery store right here, this area. In this area here, Trader Joe, Whole Food. So this is where you want to be, right by Woodland Mall. Got me? That's the best area for for this area. Okay. So if you have a couple markets, I would do like, one there, and then there was another clusters um hotels. I do another one, the another deal over there, right? And then do another deal in Dallas. And then, that's the beautiful thing about this. You can test out different markets with very little risk, right? And then when you find gold, you dig deeper. You see, instead of, put everything into one house, buying it, you can literally, with one house that you buy, you can do 10 of these arbitrage and you can test out 10 different markets. right? Doesn't that make more sense? And you go into Dallas, I know Dallas like back of my hand, okay? I can tell you Frisco is the best, you know. There you go. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, okay? People will be like, "Oh, why my colleagues in the corporate housing business when I first sharing this in social media, they're like, why are you sharing all our secrets and all blah blah blah? I don't want more competition. No, for me, that's a limiting belief, right? I believe in abundance. The more I share, the more God can give back to me, right? So there you go. I just share with you the best area, Frisco, right here. That's the best. And then if you're down here, Grand Prairie is also really good too. You know, Carrollton is another one. So I have three different market. And how do I know? Just this real quick thing you want to show you guys. So here's Frisco. Here's the Carrollton. Here's Grand Prairie down here. Okay. I have students successful in all those areas too. That's why. But look, there's two highway intersect here. Look how many hotels are in here. You see this? This is like Frisco down to Plano, Addison area. Look, two highway intersect. Look how many hotels around this area, right? Gazillion, right? It's called $1 billion mile. There you go. So you flow that down here, another highway crossing, a bunch of hotel congregate here. You see? You start getting the picture. Highway crossing, a bunch of hotel congregate. Boom, boom. You get it? Aha. I just shared with you something that's worth millions of dollars. You got me? That took me a long time to figure out. There you go. Merry Christmas. Okay. Amen. All right. So what's the other one? Oh, there's somebody to keep Latina. Detroit. Yeah, Detroit is good too. Okay. There's a couple of Detroit. So let's look at Detroit real quick for people here. And then we got to move on. All right. Detroit. Detroit, Michigan. Detroit, Michigan. Yeah, I actually have a dean of a school. One of my students was a dean of a school for 30 years in Detroit, and she did 5 deals, make 15K a month, pretty much replacing income within 3, 4 months. So it is a good market, okay, surprisingly, but it is, right? People don't think that, but the good thing about some of these places, because nobody really know about, like corporate housing is like a blue ocean. The Airbnb short-term rental is red ocean. It's all, infested by sharks, right? There's not a lot of opportunities left. But corporate housing, nobody know about it. I'm sure it's a lot of people here been in real estate for 20, 30 years. I talk to all the time, don't even know anything about corporate housing or insurance housing. Oh, insurance housing is huge. People like, especially right here in the North, Michigan, how many people, have to repair their home because the pipes burst of winter, right? Freezes, all of that. Where are these people staying? Have you ever thought about that? If you have a family, do you want to stay in a hotel or in a home, right? Of course, a home. Nobody wants to be stuck in a hotel with 7 kids like Keith and 2 dogs. Right. So, right, Keith, you want a big house, man. You want to move around. You want to have some backyard and stuff. So that's why we have a market for insurance housing, a huge market. Insurance pay. Insurance is contractually obligated to pay, right? So that's why it works. So look, there's a cluster here, cluster here, cluster here. So those are the area where you would draw a circle and start looking for deals, right? And then you fine tune it with hospitals, you know, there's several hospital highway intersection, okay? Then you fine tune it again with healthy grocery store, okay? Trader Joe is good. Whole Food, Fresh Time Market, okay. And Sprouts, those are some of the ones. So, make sure that they're relatively close to all these places and you should be good. You have a good chance of success. Is it perfect? No, nothing is perfect. Nothing is perfect in life, okay? Nothing is absolutely risk-free, but if you have the right risk to reward ratio, That's where it's at, guys. Asymmetrical risk to reward. When you lose $1. When you win 10 with this. That's the key. Versus regular real estate, when you win, you win 100K. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make 100K in this fix and flip. Oh, but when you lose, how much you lose? 100K. Okay, how many 100K can you lose? One, two. You see what I'm saying? Right? That's the key, right? So most rehab, the risk to reward is 1 to 1. So you need to be right 100% of the time to make money. How many people know people that right 100% of the time all the time? Nobody, right? This you only need to be right 1 out of 10 times. Remember that, guys, because the risk is so small. The worst case scenario, hey, if it doesn't work out, here's 1 month rent, here's 1 month deposit, a few $1,000. Move your furniture to another house, boom, there you go, right? And if you do co-hosting, zero money down strategy, hey, sorry, but I try my best. You know, here's my commission from this. That's it. You see? So you want to minimize the risk, guys. Big time. You know, like Shark Tank. What's the first question all these shark ask? How do you de-risk this business? De-risk it. You get me? So there's literally like no risk here, except the risk of not doing this. Okay. If you don't do this and you lose your job tomorrow, what will happen? If you don't do this and you lose your business tomorrow, what happen? If AI taking over all your businesses, or even your one business or whatever, what will happen? You know, AI is hacking 99% of all the stuff out there. Most of the things gonna be not gonna be around anymore. Okay. What kind of business AI is not hacking? I saw Elon Musk talk about this. He said anything with physical. Elon Musk, this is not me. This is the richest man on earth, the freaking like the most badass Iron Man ever. Elon Musk said, don't like the business that will survive through this AI crazy wave or all of this are the business that require physical. For example, home improvement, electrician, plumber. He said that. Look him up. And guess what? All these relate to what? Real estate, right? Even AI, all this amazing thing, but can AI replace where you be sleeping tonight? Okay. No. Okay. Everybody need a place to sleep. You got me? Everybody need housing. So that's why this is the most secure, stable ways. If you, especially you're not tech savvy, you're not like 20 years old and pick these things up like that anymore, right? It's time to time to really dive deep in here. You got me? So this is the way, guys, the best way for you guys to invest your time and energy to get passive income and to survive this technology wave, right? Now, if you're like 18, 20, of course, like go do AI stuff, right? All good, you know, but it's really hard, you know, once we pass 40, it's pretty hard. Like I'm learning. I'm all about AI and all of that. Don't trust me. I'm all about technology improvement. But when you want a business that will survive, even if you suck at AI, okay, let's put it that way. Of course, right? This is it. Okay. Let me go. What's next? Los Angeles. Oh, I love Los Angeles. Los Angeles is a great market. We have a lot of great students in Los Angeles. Let's go one more market, Los Angeles, and then we will go. We will go move forward. Nikki, look at Los Angeles. Okay. Los Angeles, the giant. So much opportunity in Los Angeles and in the big city. Don't be afraid, guys. The prices out here are high, but you can rent it higher. I have students in LA like Desi. I hope she can make it today. Hey, message Desi so you can come here. Her first month, she did an arbitrage deal in LA. She cleared 4K a month replacing income. That's how much her income is. Crazy. Second month, she did a arbitrage deal. I mean, a co-hosting deal, but she doesn't put any money down and she make 2K a month. Third month, she did another deal. and she make another 2K a month. So 3 months in, she's clear 10K a month right now. She's on her fourth deal. Here, for those of you who wanna see more testimonial, put the testimonial link. Yeah, here. This is that's it right here. No, like no joke. Here, I just played it for you. Little right here in that way. I can introduce you to.
Have this listing from the beginning of August, August 1, but then my professional pictures were uploaded on the 21st. And then I got my first booking on the 31st. So it's only me 10 days.
Yeah, 10 days. We gotta have.
And so, but before I was really in dilemma. I put it in minimum day 3 days, sometimes 5 days. And then I put it in private room because there are 5 bedrooms, and I listed in each room. So, but I'm glad Dr. Chow encouraged me not to do it one by one.
Yeah.
So wait for the big fish. So
Yeah,
I think
absolutely. Yeah, wait for the big fish, guys. A lot of people are looking pad split and do it room by room. And I know a lot of people do that. Okay, that's just so much risk, yeah, and so much work. Right? It's like a reality TV show. You put a bunch of stranger in the house and see what happened, right? All right. So hospitals, hotels. Depending where you're at in LA too, Nikki. LA is huge. It's like a country out here. But yeah, like look, hotels here, of course, over here, over here, you know. So those are like the area, like West LA, Beverly Hills, of course, all the way down to the airport, right? Those are area we look for, okay? I'm not sure where you're at in Los Angeles, but it's all the way to like it work everywhere, especially big city like this. I mean, it's just huge. There's so much movement out here. It's crazy. All right, Missouri, insurance housing, corporate housing. Yes, yes. You own already? Yeah, if you own it, it's great. You even make even more than arbitrage. You know, if you own the property, yeah, you make even more. So instead of 2K, you can make like 4K, if you own it, right? Okay, cool. All right, so let's go with zero money down strategy. You're ready? Zero money down strategy. Oh, that's Nick. Okay, 90047 zip code. Okay, sorry. 90047 Los Angeles. Nice. Next to the SoFi Stadium? Oh yeah. Next to the LA airport? I mean, come on, Nikki. Come on now. What are you doing? Are you renting it long term right now? Nikki, it's next to LAX, the biggest airport in the freaking country or something, I think. In the world, probably. Okay. It's next to SoFi Stadium. Need me say more? Right? Costco right here. Okay. Yes. Amazing 10 out of 10 location. Okay. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this guy. Okay. So let's make it happen. So Nikki, book a call and hopefully you can get on my calendar. I'd love to see how we can help you here. Okay, this is if you rent, how much are you renting it for long term? Just curious. I don't know if how much I don't know the address or anything. So whatever the long term is, you double that, guys. That's the rule of thumb. Okay. My guess is if she rents out long term here, if it's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, it's probably like she rents it for like what, 5, 6,000. But for corporate, she can rent for like 10, 20, I mean not 20, 10, 12,000, right? So she can make like four times more cash flow. Double revenue, but 4 times more cash flow. You get me? Because after mortgage and everything, I bet you only make a few $100 if you do it long term. But if you do it corporate housing wise, then you're gonna make 4 times more in cash flow, net. You get me? So I go over that numbers for you here too, so you get more what I'm saying. All right. Okay, who in here want know about zero money down strategy? Zero money down strategy, okay? All right, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Six-figure passive income without owning real estate. All right, Nikki. Yeah, I'm excited. Let's book a call. We'll see if we can do more personalized help with you. How to do co-hosting. So this is the numbers I'm talking about. Traditional rent is 3,000. You usually get corporate for 6,000. If you're gonna do co-hosting or management for them, you're gonna make 20% of that. So you're gonna put in your pocket about 1,200 bucks a month, every single month. It's pretty good. Okay, you do that a couple, like 10 times, and you clear six-figure income, right? And if you can do it once, how many times can you do it? Again, again, and again. How much time does it really take? A few hours a week. That's it. Have 10 probably making you 20, 30K a month, right? So let's see here. Okay, and then utility 500, vacancy, let's say 10% is 600. So 6,000 minus 1,200 minus all the expenses, you're still giving the owner 3,700. You're giving the owner 3,700. The extra cash flow to the owner is $700. So remember, guys, most long-term landlord don't make any profit from renting out their properties, right? The most they make is like 10%, which is about like 300 bucks. And now you just show them how to make 1,000 bucks. So they triple their cash flow, literally triple the cash flow. How many want to triple your cash flow? You see what I'm saying? So that's the pitch when you talk to these landlord. How would you like to double or triple the cash flow while I do all the work? Who in here doesn't want that? You see what I'm saying? Now, what are we doing like for them? Why are we doing this? Like the reason why is we're solving landlord problems, right? What's the biggest problems or challenges for landlord? Number one, people squat at their property, right? People, go through evictions, cost of tons of money. Well, guess how many evictions we have for the past 10 years doing this nationwide, not just me, but hundreds of my members. Hundreds of deals. Even if one of my member have one eviction, that would be 100 eviction, right? That would still be a good number, right? Zero, guys, zero is a great number, okay? Why? Because do you think the company have a bunch of resources, insurance company, they will jeopardize the entire company for some rent? No, you know, right? So that's why they're not gonna like to them it's like 20, 30,000 is chump change. They pay the rent. That's it. So they're never not gonna pay, right? And then insurance housing, they're always gonna pay too, because they're obligated to pay. You get me? So there you go. And then if the owner managed the property, who in here want to fix toilets and clean and all of that? No, right? I know Keith, we talk about that. Right? But with this, because it's a lot of cash flow, we can hire a professional, right? And they do a better job than us, they do faster than us, and we don't have to worry about it, right? So that's why, because of it's corporate, it's insurance, we have so much money. If they need something fixed, just get a professional in there. It's okay. Fix it, right? And then when the owner manage this, do it traditionally, there's no profit. There's no cash flow. Working for free. A lot of people are working for free managing their properties. Even like with vacation rental. I talked to a gentleman earlier today, and he's managed his own Airbnb, and he become Airbnb super host, but every month he losing 3,000 bucks. I'm like, why are you working so hard for? Doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna work all this time and then you're losing money. Isn't it about time? You can need to make money, and obviously the model with traditional rental doesn't work. So why do it? Obviously, the model of vacation rental don't really work anymore. It was good 3, 4 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, you know. But what's the first thing people cut during a recession, guys? Vacation. Okay, let's be real. We are in a recession, time to wake up, smell the roses, make things happen. Okay. But during a recession, the most stable way is companies and insurance companies. They still have a lot of resources and they still have to pay. You get it? People still got to go for work because it's a necessity, not a luxury, not a want. Vacation is a want. It's a luxury. That's the first thing people drop, right? When times get tough. Okay, let's be real. Okay. So, but corporate insurance, when time people still gotta go to work. It's a necessity. Got me? Very important you understand that. Okay. So that's the pitch. If you're a landlord and we come to you and say, hey, how would you like to get double or triple your cash flow while we do all the work for you? What are you gonna say? Okay, no, right? Of course not, right? Of course you're gonna say yes, at least have a conversation, right? That's why it's so easy to close these deals. It's awesome. It's amazing, right? For those of you who are in traditional real estate or traditional business, traditional sales, you got to call like hundreds of different people to close even the deal sometime, right? Because most of those are cold calls. Okay. You don't know what you're talking about, or traditional real estate, you're trying to buy for 50% off. Who in here want to sell their property for 50% off? Nobody, right? With this, you are talking to people who want you to talk to them to they're renting out their property. Like people just find them, like I told you on Zillow. These property owners are desperate sometimes to get a renter or vacation rental, like that vacation rental owner who are losing 3,000 a month. And if you just call them and say, hey, do you want corporate clients to pay double the rent and I manage it for you, everything? You think he's gonna say no? Of course not, right? Of course he's gonna give you a shot. You see what I'm saying? So this is way, way easier to get into than any other way to do real estate. Okay. And for those of you who want to do like big deal multifamily and all of that, and like, like Keith, God, I know, right? It's all good. But the big challenges with that when it comes to is you still renting out to the individual who can lose their job, not pay, and you gotta go through eviction, all of that, right? And the apartments, multifamily is the most transient headache thing out there. Okay. And for you to get into even a deal, you're gonna need like 5, 6 different partners and like 50 investors. I mean, good luck getting 2 people agree on anything versus having 5, 6 people agree on one thing, right? And then having 50 investor that you gotta answer to. Okay. You know who you will be answered to in this business? I just look at myself in the mirror, guys. That's it. When I want to make a decision, look myself in the mirror. No, actually, I ask my wife first, but after that, I look myself in the mirror. Okay, there you go. All right. So book a free consultation call with us if you haven't already. A link's in the chat, and we go from there. Okay. Repeat step one. What's step one? Oh, step one is understand the profit. Okay, yeah, this is numbers. Okay, repeat after me, like Tony Robbins said. I love numbers, and numbers love me. Okay, that's what he would say. I love numbers, numbers love me. Come on, guys. Okay, numbers are what matters. All right, it's okay. It's only numbers. Traditional rent is $3,000. When you sublease it to companies, you double that, so it's 6,000. You're making 20% off of that, of the 6,000, right? That's your consulting fee, management fee, whatever you want to call it. So you're making $1,200 a month, working like maybe like an hour or two a month. That's it. Because once the corporate client check in, you don't got to do anything pretty much for months. It's not like vacation rental when you got to manage all the time, every day, 24/7. You know, I talked to one of the big Airbnb owner earlier today, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't work a lot, but I feel like it's 24/7 all the time with vacation rental. They call me in the middle of the night, text me about little stuff. Exactly, right? You on call 24/7. You do vacation rental. But anyway, so you're making $1,200 here, utility 500, vacancy is 10% of that, so 600. So total net rent to the owner is 3,700. Okay. Extra cash flow to the owner is 700. Right. So you take 6,000 minus 1,200 minus 500 minus 600, you have 3,700 left. Extra cash flow, 3,700 minus 3,000 is $700. Okay. So the extra cash flow to the owner is 700. They used to make only 300. Remember, they used to rent this for 3,000 a month after mortgage, tax, insurance, all that stuff. They make like $300 a month, about 10%. Because sometimes they don't make anything. Okay, but now you show them how to make $1,000. Additional 700 is $1,000, right? So 1,000 is triple 300. Does that make sense? Good job, Nikki. Very coachable. Good. 1,000. Everybody give Nikki a hand. Yes, I love numbers. Numbers love me. Okay. So triple the cash flow. How many here want to triple their cash flow on their property, right? You see what I'm saying? Now, for those of you who are realtor, there's even like put wings on your put wings on your business. Because if you're a realtor, or an investor, now you can underwrite the property differently when you know about corporate housing, couldn't you? Right? Now, before it's like, oh, it's not a good deal, but now you know about this and you triple the return. It's an amazing deal now at this price. You see what I'm saying? So if you're a realtor or anything with real estate, you want to get as many people to buy more houses from you. This is how you do it. Learn about the skill set and then manage it on the back end as well to make recurring income, passive income. Okay. Because if you don't have recurring income, guys, you don't have a business, you have a job. One of my billionaire mentor told me that. And he got billionaire status at 40 years old. Some of you guys know him, Russell Brunson. Okay. If you don't have a billionaire, if you don't have recurring income, you don't have a business, you have a job. When I first heard that, I was like, ooh, that's deep. That's so true. How would you like to double or triple your cash flow? Because a lot of people are self-employed right now, right? Out there, I know they are, right? Or your business is based only on sales. Well, if you don't make the sale, you don't make the income. If you don't have recurring income, you don't have a business, you have a job. I know it hurt sometimes, but the truth will set you free. Okay. So get recurring income. This is the opportunity right here. Okay. So after that, every month, just send them the report, rinse, repeat, and scale. That's it. After the first three, most of the property landlord will refer other people and everything else will just flow. Okay. Just be the best and last tenant they will ever have, they ever need. That's all you need. Be the best and last tenant they ever need. That's it. Okay. And the rest will come from referral. Okay. So what is the difference between arbitrage and co-hosting? Check it out. Capital. Arbitrage, when you re-rent the property, you do need to pay first month rent, first month deposit, plus furniture. So depending on where you're at in the country, the rent and all of that, about 12 to 15,000 to get into a deal, which is still a tenth of what it would cost if you buy a property, right? If you buy a property, you got to put down payment and all that. That's the hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is only 12 to 15K. Remember that. Co-hosting, zero money down. You don't need to pay first month rent, first month deposit, or furniture. I like that. Okay. Profit. Well, arbitrage win on this game because if you do arbitrage, you can earn about $2,000 to $3,000 a month. Passive income pretty much. In some cases, you make even more, like I mentioned Desi in LA, that one, she make $4,000 a month. If you're in New York, if you're in, Miami, Florida, those areas, you can make even more than $2,000 to $3,000 a month. But on average, say $2,000 to $3,000 a month. Co-hosting, you earn about half of that. So 700 to 1,600. Let's just say 1,000 a month around, give or minus, right? So that's the difference between the profit. The risk. What's the risk here? Arbitrage is first month rent and 1 month deposit. The furniture is still yours, so you can just move it to another place. So, so $5,000 to $10,000 with arbitrage. That's it. Okay. Co-hosting is very low risk because you don't have to pay the rent, right? You're not on the hook for anything. And then the property owner usually pay for the furniture. And we will show you how to communicate in a way where the property owner will do that. You know, that's the key to get the property owner to do that, right? So scale, arbitrage is 10 times faster than traditional real estate as far as scaling, because for one deal that you do traditional real estate, you can do 10 with arbitrage. But co-hosting, you can scale even 10 times faster because there's no capital involved. I'll give you an example. For those of you who were here yesterday, Gloria and Window, it took them a whole year before us, and they couldn't find any deal. And they took a bunch of like different coaches, different everything, because they're trying to do the traditional way. I showed them how to do this co-hosting. Within 1 month, they landed a huge client, has over 100 units. He's 66 years old. It took him his entire life to get there. And guess what these two did? Within 1 month, they're able to make money from his hundreds of properties that took him a whole lifetime to accumulate, right? That's the power of knowledge, of actual business you can provide value for the community, everything. They were here yesterday. You can watch the recording sometime, okay? They tell you, like, there's no way they could do it on their own with that, right? So now they have literally dozens of units that they can literally take over. And now they in Florida, and these guys have like 10 units here in California. So within 3 months, they're expanding in multi-state. And then they expand to DC too, literally 3 months. Is that crazy? So they're gonna make six-figure income within 3 months. Imagine that, and change their life and the rest of their family forever. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. So the formula again, and for those of you just always like take a screenshot of this if you haven't already, put it somewhere you see it all the time. This is all you need to get financial freedom. Doing 2 deals a month, each of them 2K a month. 6 months from now, 22K a month, 264K a year. 12 months from now, 40K, half a million dollars a year. You put this into a trust fund, your kids, grandkids, they're good, right? Or they get even better, you bring them on here and we show you them and they do it themselves. And they do deals and they make 10K a month, right? So they don't have to have a bunch of student loans, debt and all that. They can pay for it themselves. Why not? Okay. Teach them how to fish. Is that more powerful, right? That's the real legacy. It's not the money you leave behind them. And, these trust fund kids are sometimes a lot very spoiled, right? You teach them how to fish now, they will appreciate it much better. And, that's a real legacy, right? Is how to do this. Have the right mindset, the skill set, the relationship to do this. Okay, co-hosting. 1K per month per deal. You just scale it out. You still make six figures, a little bit less, but you still get there. And if you want to do 3 deals a month, you can do 3 deals a month with co-hosting because it's so much faster. You see? That's it. You do 3 deals a month. In 6 months, you can still clear 16K a month, 200K a year. Right? How many can retire with that? Travel. If not, just do a little bit more. Okay. And the best thing is these are stacking cash flow every single month. You do it to work one time, you get paid for it for a long time. Okay. Some property I get paid off for 10 years now, I don't even own. How much is that? If you make like 24K a month, I'm 24K a year, easily, $250,000 per property that I've been made of money off of for 10 years that I don't even own now. Does that make sense? Is that crazy? Mind blowing, right? And then this is security. This is building like fortresses around your ecosystem, your empire, right? You have like 12, 20 houses, instead of just one source of income, now you have 10 sources, 20 sources, backed up by the most secure way is real estate. That's the key most people don't understand. Okay. Okay. Because AI is hacking everything. So even if your business doing really well and if you had the risk of AI just hacking it and then it's done, and it's done. Okay. So, you know, everybody should be doing real estate. Will you agree? It doesn't matter what business you're in. Real estate is the most secure way. All these guys behind me here, Tony Robbins will tell you, in the beginning, he's like a dancing bear on the stage. Oh, if he dance, he make money. If he don't dance, he don't make money. And then he got wiser. He learned from his billionaire mentor, and then he invest in real estate. And now he had over 5,000 units, making money in his sleep, you know, and that's when he really truly become financial freedom. Okay. I think in the first like 20 years of his life, he still didn't do that. That's why in the first 20 years of his life, even though he make a ton of money, but it's like a roller coaster ride, right? But with real estate is when it really stabilized. Okay. Same thing with Grant Cardone. He was just a car salesman. I love Grant, but I mean, it wasn't even just 10 years ago when he started investing in real estate, and now he's at 10,000 units, right? Anyway, fast method. Find right location. A, ask to sublease. Set up to stand out. T, to tap into the corporate clients. These are the 4 steps that you need to do this business. So we cover find right location, ask to sublease. Now let's go over set up to stand out. And then maybe we can touch into how to tap into corporate clients as well. Sounds good? All right, cool. Student, who's student? There's somebody named student here. That's great. Cool, cool. So, Rianne, see if you can reach out to Jen Smith or Desi here, and maybe invite them to come here. That'd be awesome to have them. Okay. Okay. So before we move to set up to stand out, any questions about what we just talked about? Do you typically sign a lease with co-hosting? No. You don't have to sign any lease with co-hosting. You have an agreement with the owner, and they will pay you 20% of revenue for bringing them corporate clients. That's the type of agreement you have with the property owner. Okay. Yeah, great question, Joe. That's a multi-million-dollar question. So you can do this two-way. You do this yourself. You want to call the human resource department of all these companies. That's who you should talk to. And over the years, you can build a relationship and test them out and all of that, or test out all these hundreds, thousands of different platforms that they have online. People think, oh yeah, let's just go, just do it. Right? Most of them are crap. Okay. We test out all of them, or probably thousands by now, so that's why for the past 10 years, we've done all that. And now we have our trade secret list where of course, only for our members, they have that list of who is the best people to work with and the connection that we have. And then that's how you get corporate clients. But you can do it on your own. I tell you, I'll be transparent. That's how you do it. Call the human resource departments, test out all these sites all over the internet, and a lot of them have make you pay upfront and all of that, which I don't recommend. Okay, a lot like 99% of crap. So, but yeah. All right, let's go over to, let's see here, set up to stand out. Before we do that, let's get some energy up in here. Okay. All right. So dropped out the testimonial link for people here. If they want to see more testimonial from us on their own time. Okay. I want to share one more quick highlight here, and then we go into setup to stand out. Okay.
I want to introduce somebody very special, amazing, awesome student who's working 50 hours a week with 2 little kids. It's really blown my mind how working moms can also build a side business that within months able to make 6-figure income. Now she have 20 properties, 20 corporate housing, generating more than doctors make. And also travel. She travel, take vacation almost every single month. I'm just so happy and grateful to have her here. It's Coach Ann.
Hi guys, I'm Ann. To be correct, I'm actually having 21 properties. It wasn't that I'm taking vacation every month, but actually every week. I wouldn't be able to do all that without doing the corporate housings.
I've been following Dr. Chau for a long time on Instagram because for me, I'm thinking if I'm going to invest, I want to make sure that I invest wisely because I worked hard for my money, right? And so I've been following Dr. for a long time. Our life has just been so much easier with corporate housing. With our one house for the last months, we've spent honestly the entire time like 5 hours within like these last like 5 months. So and
She's the guys,
honestly.
The access, having access to Dr. Chau, the coach. I got his phone number. I can call him for anything. You gotta make time or get on their schedule, but Dr. Chau is ready to answer my call if I need it. I haven't yet, but I have faith and know that he will pick up. So that's a big bonus. I tested him. When I say test him, I test his character. And that's what I like about Dr. Chau. He's a real guy. That's why I appreciate Dr. Chau and the program. So
it has been a learning experience for us because it's a whole new business. We also come from corporate America, college and real estate, all of that was completely new for us. I had a hard time with making the phone calls, but like you guys said, like, it's just important to just go for it and make the calls. And we did, we jumped on it, started making phone calls. And after that, it really only took 2 or 3 phone calls. We got our first property in September. To go meet the property owner. And he's like an investor. And when he met us right away, we introduced ourselves, met him in person, shook his hand. Felt like we were family. He never did a background check on us, credit check, nothing. He signed the lease that night. Definitely a blessing. And then we had our house listed within 2 weeks after that. Actually referred us to an investor friend. So our second property that we got, they offered it to us. We listed it on a Wednesday, and by Friday we had 3 inquiries and it's booked for 3 months now. This house that we got now, we rented for $1,895. I think with the insurance, we're charging $4,200 per month.
We have faith in this program and we're happy with the coaches. Been really great to us. We're excited to get our 3rd and 4th property by the end of the year, hopefully. Let's go.
Within the first month to join the program, we had a baby. The next month, we onboarded 3 houses. What is your excuse? Let's get on board.
Okay, Jen, let's pull her up here. Got a real live student here for you guys. Let's make it happen. All right, everybody give a hand for Jen Smith from Colorado. Come on down.
Hello.
All right. Welcome. Okay. Jen, everybody excited here to hear your story. Tell us where you are, what you do, and let's share as much as we can so we can help people here. All right, go Jen.
Hi there. Thank you. I live in Castle Rock, Colorado. Currently I live in a yurt. And I am renting out through corporate housing right now a townhouse that I own. And that I just got through this program helped me out to get a corporate housing actually through an insurance thing, and that's 2.5 months now. And I'm just working on my first co-hosting situation. Nice. Yeah.
Nice. And what do you do for work, Jen?
Oh, I'm a special ed teacher.
She's a special ed teacher. Do you have any experience in real estate before?
None. No.
No. Okay. And how long did it take for us to help you get that corporate clients that paying double the rent?
I got it within 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Nice. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Awesome. With that hand. Yes. And how much are you making just from that one deal?
Well, it's $5,400 a month, so which is about double my mortgage.
Nice.
And that is, and it started out for 4 weeks and then they extended it for another 6 weeks. So,
Right. That's awesome.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the best part is, how much time have you actually spent talking to them and, take them, do you have to like go and teach them stuff or,
No,
take them?
no, I met with them in the beginning and, got it all arranged through the insurance. We signed a lease. We did all the things that we needed to do. And then, I rarely speak with them. I do just as a matter of habit to check in and just, be cordial with them, but no extra work for anything.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's amazing. Yeah, Jen, it's so funny. They're like, hey, they want to extend for 6 weeks at 8,000. Um, I don't know,
Yeah.
remember you were like, let me think about it. Free money. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me not think about it. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, let me think about that.
Yeah. And they actually had me sign something saying that I agreed to that. And I thought, why would I not?
I
Of
know, right?
course. Yeah. Of course
Of
I'll do
course,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing most people don't understand is when with corporate and insurance, we have like a 90% chance they will extend because you guys do
Right.
work in corporate, right? In construction, all that. When was the last time construction and corporate project actually finished on time?
Right. And they
Very
they
rarely, right?
they extended it before they even finished their first, the first month, which is what they paid
Yeah.
for up front. They paid everything up front and before
On the
they were
front.
even, I think 2 weeks in, maybe they
Yeah,
extended it another 6 weeks. Yeah.
right. So you mean to tell me you didn't have to wait 30 days after you had to they were late in rent and then you had to chase them, then you got to chase them another 3 months?
Right. No, and no,
That's a
and
beautiful thing.
and
Yeah.
working with insurance, they pay everything up front. So you
Front
don't have
too,
to worry
right?
about any of that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. Literally, you get
Yeah.
the money up front in your pocket. That's the most
Yep.
beautiful thing. And now you're working on your co-hosting deal, and that's fantastic because that one you don't even have to put any money down, right? Very much,
Right.
know you how to do that. That's
Right.
amazing. Yeah, I mean, I'm so excited for you. Pretty much with those two deals, you probably replace your income, and then you just do two more deals, and you'll be free.
Yeah,
So.
pretty close for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, what is it about us, like our mentorship or our community that has helped you to accomplish this?
Well, I think a lot of it, the community is very supportive, very helpful. Everybody, gets on a chat and can share different things if you have a question or you need some help with something. That's as far as the community, but the mentorship, I couldn't have done it without it because, as you remember, when I first was entertaining this first deal. I texted you and I was like, I need help. I don't know what to do. I got, I just had questions on exactly how to do it. And you immediately got on a phone call with me and told me exactly what to do and how to do it and made me feel comfortable with the people that I was dealing with, because you were already familiar with them. So that was helpful. And I couldn't have done it without that because I wasn't really sure what to do. So, I really there's a lot of value just in your mentorship for sure.
Yeah. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate it. Make my day. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what I do. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. So
Mhm.
what would you tell people who's on the fence, who, have a lot of fear and doubt in the marketplace and all of that, right? And a lot of uncertainty, and they don't know what to do next. What would you tell them?
It's a scary thing to think about, and I get that. I was the same way, and in my opinion, you just have to jump. You just have to do it, and make a decision that's what you're gonna do, and then follow through with it, and do the work to get it all done, and just lead by faith, and then just keep going. just keep working, because there's really not a lot of work involved once you get, once you get in the, and once you get like your first deal and understand how it works, and you know, you just got to do it. You just have to have faith in yourself, and not just sit around waiting, because nobody's going to come and knock on your door and say, "Hey, would you like to do this?" You have to put yourself out there at some point. So.
Right, right, right. That's awesome. That reminds me of the good story about, God sent people drowning in the sea or something, right? And people and God sent them a lifeboat, and they're like, oh, I wait for a better one or something. And then God
Right.
sent God sent a yacht, and then no, I wait for a better one. And then God sent them a helicopter, and they're like, no, there's got to be a better way. So
Right.
like how are you gonna
Yeah.
do anything if you're not gonna just do it, right? And I love Jen. She's just
Yeah.
you see it, she thought about it, she decision, and then she just make it happen. It's fantastic.
Yes.
Within literally 1 month did her first deal, and then second month did the second deal, and about replacing income here that you work so hard for all your life to get to this point, right? How many long years have you been a teacher?
18 years.
Wow, we give a hand for that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But how important is it? How important is education? Very important, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
same thing with it's funny because people go to school and they think it's the most important thing, but the same is education in other ways to do things, right? When you say that is the most important thing for you to get to where you want to go, it's having
Yeah.
an actual teacher and the community to help you, right? So
Definitely. Sure.
yeah. Any last thing you want to share with amazing people here today before you go?
No, I just say trust your gut. I always say just go with your gut. And if you're on here to begin with, it's obviously showing you that you have an interest in this, and this is something that you're at least thinking about. And I'd say, keep doing your research if that's how you investigate things, but just do it. Just trust yourself and do it.
Awesome. Thank you, Jen.
Make
Thank you
things
so much.
happen. All right.
You
Thank
bet,
you.
man. Thank you for coming. Awesome. So excited for you. Let's go travel the world together.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. All right, guys. Let's make it happen. Yeah, it's so funny. She got that extension, and the first thing she did was, well, she already had the cruise set up, but it's like, and then she jumped straight on the cruise. So she had a good taste of what we've been talking about for the past like 7 years of freedom that I have. I know the first year is very hard to believe. It's the first year I still pinch myself. I'm like, oh, this is really my life. I can actually just wake up and choose what I want to do for the next whenever. And then I just, can go wherever, and then I can just stay as long as I want. I can just go to Costa Rica and just stay there for 3 months. Oh yeah, okay. After a year of that, then I fully understand. Oh, I actually unplugged from the matrix, right? It feel like literally like Neo unplugged from the matrix. Took a year to really sink in, and then you see all these things, and it's like, whoa, this is actually true. People being pretty much brainwashed to live a life of, quiet desperation every single day, and they don't even know. So it's our responsibility to wake people up. There's a better way. There's a better life than all this, you know, things where they just, hey, go to school, get a good grade, become a doctor, a lawyer, get into the system, and just start doing the cycle over and over again, and not knowing what happened, looking back 20 years from now, and hey, where did my 20 years went? Where did life went? Right. So sometimes you just got to do that and wake up. It's time to wake up. Right. All right. Awesome. Okay. Who is excited now, right? If you're not excited, I don't know what what else. Like Jen is not a in real estate for 10 years, right? Like some of you are, Jen is not like a businessman like some of you are, a businesswoman like some of you are, right? So if she can do it, what's the excuse, guys? Come on, let's make it happen, okay? Okay. So she's a, she's a school teacher. I respect school teacher big time, but she doesn't have any business experience, right? So you don't need any of that. You don't need any real estate experience. All you need is make a decision, like she said, take a step of faith, decide, and then move forward. That's it. Okay. So we have everything that you ever need to have you successful. All you gotta do is just make the decision for yourself. So the next decision that you need to make is to this book a call right here. If this is for you, of course, if you're not serious and if you just, I don't know. I don't know why you're here if you're not taking the next step, okay? But anyway, for those of you who are serious about your future, your dreams, the links in the chat. You can book a call, and if you qualify, you can have the call with me as well. So there you go. Okay, now let's go to how to furnish. Okay, what's how to set up to stand out? You want to know how to set up to stand out? Okay, let's make it happen, guys. Because setting up this is different. Okay, is different from vacation rental. Okay, so I want to share the differences with that for you guys. Okay. Okay, how to furnish for higher profits in corporate rental. Okay. Oh, short term versus mid-term. Just real quick, guys. Okay, short term, anything less than 30 days, mid-term, anything longer than 30 days. Tenants in short term are usually vacationer. Tenants here are corporate, professional families. They can take care of the property better. Short term, you have a lot of management and it costs a lot more. If you just convert in short term to mid-term, you save about $500 to $700 a month in just management fee, cleaning fee, supplies fees and all of that. Okay. Because, you know, hey, I mean, who want to clean every day? I know, like, I don't think anybody want to clean any day every day, This, you literally clean every few months and you hire professional, they do a great work, do deep clean, and you're good. You don't have to worry about it, right? So I don't want to manage a bunch of cleaners all the time, I don't think anybody does. Okay. So there you go. Okay. And supplies, with short-term supplies, you got to replace it every few days. And the cost of everything is high now, right? Like $50, $100 a pop. So with midterm, you don't have to replenish those supplies every few days. Literally, they pay for the rest of it after the first batch, right? So that's why it's saving you a ton of costs. And also midterm, there's no gap. Like short term, they usually book the weekends, right? They usually book the weekends. So there's like 50% occupancy rate. It's very normal. Midterm, they book for 3 to 6 months. So there's no gap, you see? So you're usually looking at double the occupancy rate. Okay. Short term, you make more daily, night. I know people think like, oh yeah, I make $500 a night. But you think about it, they only book like 12 nights out of the month. So they only have 40% occupied. You see what I'm saying? So that's the key. With midterm, you're looking at the whole month. Midterm, it could be like 200 a night, but you book the entire month or 3 month. You see what I'm saying? So that's why. All right, owning versus renting. Why do we do arbitrage? So much more flexible, right? For one house that you buy, you can do 10 of these houses, literally 10, right? Instead of just one. What happened to there you go. Okay. So for the same amount of money, do you want to make money from 10 houses or one? Not a trick question, right? Just put down in chat. 10, of course. Do you want to make money now or you want to wait 10 years to buy 10 houses? Now, right? I don't know about you, but I want to make money now. Make passive income now. You have freedom now instead of waiting to 30 years from now. All right, what kind of furniture? Let's dive into this. So what is the difference? The main thing. You want to be pet friendly. Okay, that would be a big key in this business. Most people might overlook. Why? Because a lot of insurance families travel with their pet. A lot of people need their pet for emotional support and all of that. And that will put you way. That's how you compete with like hotels, right? And a lot of some apartments too, because they don't allow pets. You see, so make sure it's pet friendly. You have a fence in the backyard, maybe some fun things for the pets. Some pet treat and all that will help. Okay, dresser. Make sure you have a nice dresser, nice lights. People work from home and comfortable beds. People here to sleep, guys. The biggest difference, you don't need like a pool party here, like a vacation rental, right? You don't need a pool. You don't really need a jacuzzi. It'd be nice to have, like pool table and all of that, right? Which costs a ton of money. That's why, with vacation rental, the cost is way more and the management is way more. Okay. Um, all the vacation rental owner would know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Every single time you get showed how to use the jacuzzi and the pool is like hundreds of dollars a month to maintain. And it's a big risk too. Okay. It's okay if you want to have a pool and you have a pool, that's great. That I'm not saying no. I'm just saying you don't really need it. You see the difference? All right, how much should I budget for the furnishing midterm rental? About 5 to 10K if you know what we know, okay? Because we know like the best way to get the best deals and all of that. I mean, with furniture alone, we save you thousands of dollars just each deal. You do that 10 deals, that's literally, tens of thousands of dollars right there just for furniture savings, okay? All right, so you can actually use pre-owned. It doesn't have to be brand new, but there are some things you want to have brand new on, okay? Which I will go over. So what are must-have amenities? So mirrors, kitchenwares, and fake plants, okay? So why mirrors? Because natural lighting will help people being happy, okay? And it will expand the room as well, okay? So you can never have enough mirrors. As much mirrors you can, okay? And then kitchenwares. Have fully stacked, right? Happy mom, what is it called? Happy wife, happy life, right? So make sure mom is happy, okay? Have a full set of kitchenwares on for them, okay? And then fake plants. Why? Because we were born in the Garden of Eden, right? There's a reason why we're born in the garden and not in a box, okay? We love plants, even though you really don't want to have real live plants because it's a lot to take care of. You can have fake plants and it just looks so much better, right? I mean, imagine this room without the fake plants, just get some chairs, and this room has a mirror too, but without the mirror and that, it looked like so boring, right? You see what I'm saying? So you can never have enough like fake plants and mirrors. And of course, kitchenware. Oh, blackout curtains and noise reduction fans. Most people here go there for work, right? A lot of them are work night shift, or even the nurses, they work night shift. They sleep in the day. Okay. You gotta have blackout curtains. Okay. Gotta have noise reduction fans. And then a bonus is a humidifier with aromatherapy. Make it more into like a spa, okay? Himalayan salt, all these things really help people to have a good night experience, right? Okay, so some better options. So this one nugget here I want to share with you will literally save you thousands of dollars. The biggest cost that people don't know about is the mattress, right? You got to have a good mattress that people can sleep on. Well, in the mattress industry, it's thousands of dollars per mattress these days to have a good one, right? Now, here's the secret, guys. I'm sharing this with you anyway, so for free. You get a memory foam mattresses. You ready? Memory foam mattresses about 12 inches thick, at least 12 or 10. Okay. And that save you like literally at least $1,000 a mattress. You do 4 room, that's $4,000 right there. You're welcome. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year right there. Okay. These memory foam mattresses only cost about a few $100, like $300-400. You can get on Amazon, get wherever, but they are as good, if not even better than all these King Coil luxury brand and all that. Yeah, I won't say BS, but I mean, it's really just not that good. Okay. We have amazing reviews on our mattresses just from doing this. And people think it's like a luxurious 5-star thing, right? So these mattresses and the linens and all of that must get brand new. Okay. You don't want to get any bed bugs. Biggest thing. Okay. And no wooden, old wooden furniture. It can have bugs in there. And, you know, one time it will be, you very much like, you got to throw away everything. Sucks. Okay. Don't ask me how I know. Okay. So stainless steel equipment for longer life. Okay. So the good thing about when you do arbitrage, leverage other people's property, you can pick and choose your property. So you can pick and choose this other, like let somebody else put 50K to renovate the whole place, right? There you go. Okay. So that's why. All right. Yes, we have a whole checklist in outside our community, and we go over every single deal, every single picture for our people. Okay. So the formula for corporate housing here, take a screenshot. You double the rent, you know, and this is what arbitrage will look like. To make 10, 15K, you get 5 deals and you get your freedom. Okay. To make 20, 30K, you get 10 deals and you double the rent. So your initial investment is like 10, 15K. You make 2, 3K a month, 6 months, you make your money back. Within your first year, you double your money. That's 100% return, you see? Okay. And then co-hosting, you make $1,000 a month, right? You charge them 2 times the rent too. Initial expense is 0. And 5 properties, 5K, 10 properties, 10K, okay? All right. Hey, Mike, can you contact Laura? I know I have a call with her right now to tell her I'd be about 10, 15 minutes to make sure that she's still on and let me know. Call her and just let me know. Okay, we're gonna finishing up here, wrapping this up, guys. Sounds good? Okay, any last questions here before I do an exercise for you guys that you probably would appreciate? All right, Laura. Okay, cool. Laura's here. All right, 15 minutes. Let's wrap this up. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys as much as I can, as fast as I can. Y'all got some value? Man, it's fly by today. I didn't know even 2 hours were already. You learned a lot of good stuff tonight? Good. Okay, so last thing is, yeah, book a call you haven't already. That's the biggest thing for you to move forward, right? It's like my mentor, Tony Robbins, said, if you don't make an action during a moment of inspiration, you're never going to make it happen, okay? You're never going to make it happen. Just take it like the blue pill, red pill, how far you want to get, see how far you get to down the rabbit hole, right? You like Morpheus, take the blue pill and live a life of quiet desperation, or take the red pill and see how far this rabbit hole go. That's awesome. Okay. Any last questions here? Not, I'm gonna finish 2 minutes of testimonial, and then I will guide you guys into a special meditation exercise that I learned from Tony Robbins' word that I want to share with you. Really, it's gonna change your life. Sounds good? All right. Let's finish strong here. Let this highlight.
Kathy went to our event like this, just sitting in your seat. She had one property where she was struggling with short-term rental, blah, blah, blah. And now fast forward a year now, how many properties you have now? That's it. On average, 2K a month for properties, making 6-figure income, man, in 1 year.
Right now I have 3 properties.
Awesome. And how much you make average per property per month?
About 3 to 3.5 per property.
It's 3,000 to 3,500 per property. So man, we were killing it. And those 3 properties making almost 10K a month.
Last September, I started with nothing, had just enough money to get 1 house. Now I'm at 9 houses. I took 5 houses last October. My gross annual right now per month is about 65,000 a month.
This is one of the best masterminds I've been to. I've formed a lot of great relationships, partnerships, just from this one weekend. Better concepts of how to do this business, what to say, how to do it, who to do it with, who not to do it with.
Thank you, Dr. Chau. Thank you for this event. I felt truly at home. My heart is in peace. I trust. I felt understood. I felt cared for from really all of you. And just, I think this is my community from now on.
I also want to just express gratitude to Dr. Chau, the coaches, the team. Putting on this live event was just life-changing for me. On behalf of my family, I know it's going to do well for us. I'm so excited for the future. Thank you.
There was a point in your life, I am sure, Dr. Chau, that I don't know if you envisioned or where this whole idea came from, but you're absolutely a trailblazer and a pioneer. And it must have taken a whole lot of chutzpah, a lot of courage, a lot of determination, stamina, energy, brilliance. I'm just deeply grateful that you shared it with a lot of us.
I would be remiss if I didn't offer my gratitude to Dr. Chau and the entire team, actually. It's one thing to hear this through webcasts and through Zoom calls, but to see and be in person and feel the love, the gratitude, the passion is a totally different experience. And I really appreciate it and so happy that I've chosen to come and join it. Love it.
Awesome. All right, guys, let's finish strong here. So everybody follow me with this last exercise here. So everybody close your eyes and put your hands on your heart. Deep breath. Okay. Now slow down your breathing. And now imagine it's this time next year. Okay, it's November 2026. And you have had an amazing year. And you have done amazing things with corporate housing, insurance housing, and now you have over 10 houses, 20 houses, whatever that number for you. And now you're making whatever the number for you that you feel comfortable with. What is your goals? 10K a month, 20K a month, passive, 30K a month, 40K a month, 300K a year, 400K a year. Imagine you're already doing that. Okay. Imagine it's already coming in every single month, no matter what, whether you work or not. And you and your spouse and your children, what is your dream? Imagine that dream. You know, whether you want to go and visit your grandkids like Keith, right? Imagine your grandkid, playing your grandkid, being a grandpa for them, fathering your children, right? Or is it like Joey retire his wife and say, hey, babe, you don't got to work no more. Let's go to Spain. We stay there as long as you want. How you feel? And take your 7-year-old son. Imagine those amazing people that you love being with you and saying thank you. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Laura, changing my life. Thank you, Mom, for changing my life. Right? Thank you, Joey. You see how you feel. Right? Thank you, Carrie. I'm so proud of you. Imagine the people you love that you have built this business for. Now you got their freedom. They're right in front of your face right now and smiling, having a good time. Imagine your dream place, wherever it is that you are at. Could be Bora Bora. It could be Europe. Or it could be at home with the grandbabies like Keith. You know, during the holidays. And you don't have to worry about go to work anymore. Right? Wherever it is. What's that dream place for you? What's some dream moments for you? Imagination is a preview of life coming attraction. Albert Einstein, right? So imagine, what if you can do this? What if you make it happen? What if you decide today that enough is enough and you're gonna make it happen no matter what? Take care of your family the way they deserve. Isn't it about time you fulfill the promises you made for them many years ago? How much longer are you willing to wait, procrastinate on your promises for your loved one? promises for yourself. Become the man, the woman that you know that God meant for you to be. How much longer are you willing to wait? Or is it now? When would now be the best time? As Tony Robbins always said, when would now be the best time? Because all we have is now, right? We don't have tomorrow. We only have to now. The past is the past. No judgment. It's gone. Let's make it happen. But let's not repeat the past in the future. Amen. So with that, give thanks to God right now. It's Thanksgiving season. What are you grateful for? Give thanks to Him as if it's already happened. For example, like if I was Joey, I would be like, hey, thank God I retired my wife. 6 months from now, you know. And we go travel around the world and live a life of abundance the rest of our life and homeschool our boy so he can have a great example and he grow up living free, a different life, right? Or if I were Keith, I would give thanks I'm able to spend time with my grandbabies, with my wife, and be a grandpa to them, be a father figure to grandbabies, especially when my kid is in med school all the time and not even there. What would that mean for you? Okay. Whatever it is for you. Is it your mom you want to take care of? Is it your dad? Is it your son? Is it your daughter? Is it for you? Maybe you are burned out all these years taking care of everybody else except who? Yourself. And who is the most important person to take care of before you can take care of anybody else? It's you, right? So isn't it about time for you to take care of you? Is it about time for you to become the warrior you, the king, the queen that you know you were born to be? Everything in heavens and earth is belong to our Heavenly Father, right? So we are sons and daughters of God. Why can't we have it now? There's no more, God wouldn't be any more happier like your kid. You want to give your kid as much you can, right? Everything, right? Same thing. It's the joy of our Heavenly Father to give us. So repeat after me. I am premium. Okay. I am a son, a daughter of our Heavenly Father. Everything is abundance. And He has brought us together for a reason. I truly believe in divine connection. I don't believe in coincidences. Out of the million things that are going on, you and I have crossed paths. Why? Why? The thing is, our Heavenly Father trying to say something. Okay. So now, embrace your strong warrior self. There's always the strong self and there's always the weak self. What does that strong warrior look like for you? Imagine you in your armor. If you want, you're a guy, right? Or lady, you in the most beautiful gown as the queen, whatever it is, make you feel powerful. What will you name that warrior? What will you name that king, that queen? You know, what's the badass name that makes you like, you know? For example, for me, I love lions, right? So I imagine myself as a lion, you know, that are able to accomplish anything with God's help. What is that for you? Name your lion, so to speak. Name your gladiator, name your warrior self. And isn't it about time for your warrior self to take over and let your weak self with the one to make excuses, procrastinate, oh, I do it tomorrow, oh, it's okay. and start BSing yourself? Is it that to put that weak self to sleep for good? Right? Isn't it about time for your warrior self to kick ass, take name, do whatever it takes, and make a dream come true? Who's with me? All right, I'm gonna count down from 10 to 1, and we're gonna celebrate as if you already achieved this. You already made it happen. And as I count down, I want you to really think about all these amazing experiences as if it's already happened. Think about all your loved ones being the most special places. You ready? 10. You got started. You're making things happen. You got done your first deal. You make 2,000 a month. 9. Month 2, you're making 2 more deals happen. Now you're 6K a month. 8. Month 3, you make 10K a month or more. And now you're able to take your family on a favorite vacation. Some of you might be able to retire. Okay. 7. 6. Now you're doing 2 more. Now you're at month 6. Now you hit your goal, 15, 20K a month. And now you have true freedom. 5. 4. And now your loved one thanking you, crying because you done something amazing, something great for them, taking care of them. 3. Now you crying because you done something great for you. For the first time in your life, maybe you can actually know that your wife, your family are taken care of the rest of their life. 2. 1. Are you ready? Celebrate. Yes, 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 yes. Woo! Come on, guys, come up. Let's go. Awesome, guys. How's that feel? Feel good? What are some things you saw in that? Huh? Put down in the chat. I love to hear what you saw. What some of your experiences, okay? So write down, journal it down right now. Take like a few moments, share it, journal that down, and never forget that. Do that every single day, guys. That's what we learn in the highest level with Tony Robbins, okay? You do that every single day when you first wake up and before you go to sleep. When your brain is in the theta wave, you can reprogram it, and the mind don't know the difference between imagination and real life. So you're gonna attract that to you. Your legacy. Amen, brother. Amen. Amen. What else? All about legacy, okay? All right, keep journaling. And for those of you who booked the call, I'll see you on the call. Laura, I'll see you on our call just now. And with that being said, oh, Keith, I see you tomorrow. Take care, buddy. Good to see you guys. Take care, okay? Joey, I hope your wife is in this. All right. Take care, guys. Good night. Okay. Bye-bye.